That'll do. That'll do it, that'll do it. How do you get it off? How do you get it off? There you go, it's off. Hello, did it work? Did it work? Hope it worked. Hello! Get this guitar away. Squeaky chair. You need a squeaky chair. I'll need that guitar back shortly as well. Let's turn this amp off. Hi. We're live streaming. Let me fix this wee window here. Okie dokie. What have we missed? What have we missed? What have we missed? Right, I'll come and say hello to everybody, and of course we're talking about gigs tonight. Hammering on about gigs, live gigs, playing live. Have you gigged before? Have you not gigged? Do you want a gig? We did the poll yesterday, so we've got some results of that to check out. If you're watching on catch up, thanks for watching, and put some stuff in the comments about your gig experiences or not. Whoops. Right, let's get a wee look and see who's all in and all that jazz. Right, Mississippi Blues is in. Hello mate, how you doing? Good to see you. What you saying? Evening all. Gigs. What's a gig? Good question. I know that's not been explained really, has it? Where does it come from? What's the etymology? Good questions. Gary's saying hello to hi Mississippi. Yes. Right, sorry, I'll just say hello to everybody. Grandpa Joe's in as well. How you doing mate? Good to see you. Anton, hello mate. Thanks for coming. Vincent Brennan's in. Jam in the Cab. How you doing mate? Good to see you. Oh, Jam in the Cab, you're a mod so you can stick in your links whenever you're ready. Actually, I think I've just read that you're about to handle the M25 after my break, but I do have you on in the cab. Looking forward to this one. Oh, nice one. Yeah, Jam in the Cab. He's got a channel. He's HGV driver, and he's playing guitar in the back and posting videos about it. Check it out. It's cool. Peter Collins saying hello. Hello, mate. Thanks for coming. Relaxing Meditation is also in, who has retracted his message, but that's fine. I'm sure it was PG. Dave Lewis is in. Hello mate, how we doing? Thanks for coming. Gary Hill is also here. John Channing, hello mate. Cal B and Rocco Cat, thanks for coming. Some real unique name. Good evening from Germany. Thanks for coming mate. Danke. Check me out. Danke. Oh, did the thing work? Did the plane work? I hope that worked. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Who did we miss there? Wait a minute. I missed something. That happens sometimes. The chat jumps and then I can't find it. Where I was. There we go. We're back. Glenn Bailey, who likes black guitars, he's in. Right. Today's stream is sponsored by me taking my time. Slowing down. Right? Here we go. Glenn Bailey. He likes black guitars. He's in. Let me know when I start racing again. Thanks for coming, Glenn Bailey. John Channing, hello mate, thanks for coming and thank you for reminding folks to hit the like button. If you like it. If you don't like it, then hit it. Sorry, if you don't like it, don't hit it. See, there's me speeding up again. Jam in the Cab, oh, he's saying hello to Gary. Maria Davies is in, how you doing Maria? I missed you last night. Was it last night? No, not last night, I missed you Monday night. Had rehearsals, so I couldn't make Lammy's stream unfortunately, but I will get there as soon as possible. For revenge. Cal B is in, Mississippi Blues. Yeah, have I missed anybody? Greg Green's in. Hello, mate. Oh, and it's done that jumpy thing again. Hello, Greg. Thanks for coming, mate. Cyborg's in. Hello, mate. Thanks for coming. Who else do we have here? Richard Clark. Hello, pal. Peter Collins. I think we're all here. Great stuff. Right, I'll start reading out some of these messages now. Right. Where am I? Anton is saying, oh, he's asking Mississippi, is there another word for gigs where you live? Gigs equals live band, concert, etc. In case I missed the joke. Thank you, mate. I would never even have thought about explaining that, but good on you. That was very considerate of you. Great. Dave Lewis, I last played live in the 1970s with friends and families that have since passed away. Oh, that's a shame. You've still got the great memories. There we go. That's what I like to hear. Well, gigs are memorable, aren't they? That's one thing you can say about them. Cal B, hi all, no gigs for this old newbie. Why make everyone leave? Good one. Relaxing Meditation, good evening Steve. Tuning my guitars with the Wii Grower. Oh, nice one mate. Glad to hear it. That's right, you did message to say you got one. And yeah, I was just had that on the end of the Charvel there. Super duper handy. I'm still on 2 bars of battery. Not needed charged yet. Hope you're liking it. Good evening from Germany. Oh, sorry, we got that. Hit the like button. Yeah, thank you all. Jesus, the best. Cal B, guitar for me is a solitary affair as soon as I get started. That's fair enough. I think there's nothing wrong with that as well. There's definitely something to be said for that. I'll get into that soon. Good. Mississippi, I can't imagine anyone would want to hear me play unless they're tone deaf. Well, you never know, mate. Everyone's their own worst critic. What fine, mate? Good. Thank you, Gary. Dave Lewis, you forgot to add above that you were still a drummer back in the 70s. There you go. See, we're mainly all guitarists here, I'm thinking, eh? I mean, I'm glad I'm not a drummer when it comes to gigs, you know. I think we might be able to agree on that. They've got a tough deal. Pardon me. Greg Green saying, howdy from the Wild West. Thank you for coming. I've just noticed I'm spitting all over the place. Sorry about that. Greg Green, I've gigged on and off for 30 years at this point. Fair dues, mate. That's a long time. Am I 30 years yet? No, not quite 30. Maybe about 28 or 29. Oh, when I had another big jump there. This is so frustrating. I need to find a fix for this. Peter is saying, live performance by musician or... Oh, right, okay, this is more... what do you call it? Explanations. Meanings of gig. 1A, live performance by a musician or group playing popular or jazz music. Right. They relied almost entirely on live gigs to earn a livelihood. Thank you for that, mate. That's fantastic. Dave Lewis, Steve, Dunsey is playing live tonight with Twisted Nerves in Edinburgh. Yeah, he did message earlier on to say that he's got a gig tonight. So he's not coming at the stream, apparently. He's prioritised his own gig over this live stream. Can you believe that? Some people, eh? Anyway, I hope Dunsey has a great gig. I'm sure he will. He's a great player, so he is. That's what I meant to say there. Oops, missed it again. Gig stands for getting a few free beers and spending a ton of money, a ton of my own money to play for people. Yeah, that's an interesting point. I wonder when I'll ever break even. Anton is saying, Steve, the background music has a slight Miami Vice TV show feel to it. I'm glad to hear that, mate. That's kind of what we're going for here, so that's good news. Hi, Steve. The tuner Wee Grower is amazing. Thanks for the recommendation. Good. I'm glad to hear you liked it, mate. I'm very happy with it as well. I love it when you find just something cheap and it works. Just a nice wee solution. Can't beat that. I mean, I already had a load of tuners, but I'm using this one pretty much exclusively now. Other than the ones on my line 6 and stuff. Speaking of which, I'll talk about my own live rig later on if anybody cares. Actually, was it some real unique username that might have asked? Someone asked earlier on in the comments about my live rig, so we can go into that again. And I've also put in the description the video I done quite a while ago now, maybe about 9 months ago, maybe longer, of taking you to a gig. Me setting up my gear, choosing all the gear and what choices I've made, why I use what I use, setting up, and then there's a bit of gig footage as well of the band, so you can check it out if you want. It's in the description. Anton, Steve, thanks for the Wee Grower tuner, much appreciated. Oh, of course you won it last week, Anton, didn't you? Glad you got it, arrived safely, hope it's usable for you. Zach84, hi Steve, started playing the guitar as a stress release, never even thought of inflicting my playing on anyone else live. Well, you don't have to, mate, you know what I mean? It's optional, but I would recommend it. It's something worth trying, but don't stress yourself out about it. If it's something you don't want to do, you don't worry about it, but it's a unique experience, not just gigging, but playing with other people. And yeah, then playing it with other people in front of people adds to that unique experience, another level of uniqueness. That's enough unique. Okay, Dinger63's in. Evening, Steve. Hello, Dingers. Thanks for coming, mate. Vincent Brennan, gig originally coined in the 1920s by jazz musicians, the term short for the word engagement. Nice. I'm so educated. Once I've said it before, it's the best thing about these live streams for me is when we do these topics, I always learn something. Will I remember it? That's the thing. But yeah, thanks for that, Vincent. Spot on. Maria Davies, you didn't win on Monday. I'm glad to hear that. You're only allowed to win when I'm not there. Maria is referring to the Lamb's live stream where he does interactive games on Monday nights. Maria and I both attend, and 2-3 weeks ago we had an epic battle where she beat me. We tied and then she beat me in a duck race. I'm still not quite over it, but there you go. Some real unique name. Only gigs I do now are at our own company parties where we play parody songs. Ah, that sounds fun. Dave Lewis, Frank Zappa was brilliant in Miami Vice. Frank Zappa was in it. Didn't know he was in that. I've not seen them all, like, but there we go. Karl B, stunt performances use the term gag for their performance. Oh, I didn't know that either. And Glenn Bailey, I was able to see Frank Zappa live in the 80s. Wow, look at you, mate. That's a phenomenal one to tick off the list. Rob F is in. Hello, Steve. Friends just got off a work meeting. The nerve of people to schedule a meeting during Steve's live stream. I know. This is the thing. We're going to have another meeting organised about this. There's some work to be done in terms of priorities here. Right. Sorry, I don't know what all that's about. Greg Green, jazz used to also be spelled Jas, J-A-S-S. Guess why they changed the spelling? Oh, come on. Let's know, Greg. Tell us all about it. Karl B, your favourite gig, Steve? Oh, that'll be your favourite gig to play. You know what? I wish I was prepared for that question. I don't have an answer. I don't know if there is one that's somewhere that I would always think of, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. They're all the same. No. There's been some good ones. Actually, you know, see, right, this sounds like a plug, but no lie. Since I started with this band that I'm playing with now, that I've been playing for a couple of years, the gig that I actually did, the gig rig review thing, the one that I've linked in the description, was actually one of the best ones in a long time. It was a really great gig, and there's some footage of that in it as well. So yeah, that went down well. Whoops. It was a memorable one. And also the favourite gigs are very rarely big gigs. Like, not that I've done many big gigs anyway. Like, I've done some wee festival spots and things like that, but just the ordinary pub gig is my favourite. That's where I'm most comfortable. Like, not a wedding or anything like that. Just a pub gig, just everybody loving it, everybody letting loose. That's what I like. And especially if the band's been playing for a few weeks on the trot, and you're getting towards, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 weeks in, start to get a bit more comfortable in cooking. Good question, Karl. Sorry, I will move on. CA88, you missed my very important comment. Hi, Steve, from your Schwester. Oh, Karl88, wait a minute, no way. CA88, I need to go back. Is this who I think it is? It is! Hi, Stephen, from your Schwester. So, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to have to do this right now. My Schwester, as if there's any Germans in here, I don't know if that's actually German, but that is actually my sister. I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name, but she's here. So I'm going to make her a moderator, and I'll tell you why. Because she's actually a bit of a big deal moderator over on that TikTok. So there you go. You're a moderator now. I need to be careful that I don't say your name if you don't want it said. I almost did it right now, so let me know if it's alright. Thanks for coming. Almost said it again there. I'm just going to call you Cass. That's easier. Right. Whoops. Where am I? John Burke, I couldn't have timed this live stream better. At the grand age of 32, I'm playing my very first gig this Sunday with my covers band. Any tips and advice would be appreciated. Brilliant, mate. That is absolutely fantastic. What would be good tips and advice here? Test all your gear. Make sure everything's working. Get there early. Try and get a sound check if you can. At least check your sound. Bring spare strings. If you can manage, you might want to bring a spare guitar just in case. I don't bring a spare guitar. I probably should. How regular does your strings actually break? Not that regular, but maybe on your first gig, you never know. So yeah, I would recommend, don't take a spare everything. Some people go over the top and overthink it. But yeah, some spare stuff just to sort of put your mind at ease more than anything. Stuff that you probably won't even need. Don't change your strings too early. Like, if you're going to change your strings, change them tonight. If you're not going to change your strings, just leave them, but don't do it too close to the gig. And if you are going to do it, make sure you settle them in, give them a good pull and all that kind of jazz. Anything else? Maybe give your intonation a wee tweak, depending on what kind of... maybe actually just leave guitar maintenance. Just get well rehearsed and all that stuff. If anybody else has got any more tips for... Who was it that said that there? I missed it. John Burke, yeah. If anybody else has got any more tips for John, then chuck them in. In fact, that was one of the things that I really wanted to make the stream about, was any tips and that people have got from their gigs. I've got a great tip that I want to show you guys tonight. Something I've just added. Every gig I'm adding something new, and I've got something to show you. My kid, Rob F says, my kids look at me weird when I sing Going to Montana Soon. I don't know that song, but there you go. Anton, I cannot think of the Fast Show when I hear any jazz. Nice. Yeah, that's a British sitcom if anybody's familiar. Not a sitcom, just a sketch show comedy. Yeah, it's quite funny. A wee sketch in there about a guy in a jazz club. Nice. Gary Hill, were you nervous playing your first gig? My first gig I would have been about 14 years old. And actually, it was in a pub called Lucifer's Mill. It's not there anymore, but it turns out quite a few bigger bands have played there back in the day. Like a few years before we played there, Oasis played there when they were just an up-and-coming band. Might not even have been a few years, might have just been a couple of years. But there you go. Yeah, I can't remember. I probably would have been nervous actually, Gary. More than likely. Yep. Right. Where are we there? What have I missed? Maria, only limited time to win a mug as Lammy is taking a break. Oh no! Okay, make sure you get along to Lammy's live streams until he takes a break. Let him know that he's still loved. We still need him. Greg Green, pubs and dives are the funniest gigs, or the funnest gigs. Yeah, 100% mate, that's what I feel. Dave Lewis, do you teach music at school? Kinda, I just teach guitar at school, mate. Just one-on-one guitar lessons, plus I take a large group of juniors. So like primary 4 to primary 7. So what's that, like 7 to 12-year-olds or something like that, about that age? I need to check that. But yeah, I take a big group of them, about 20 of us. We're actually doing a performance, a gig, Tuesday next week. So there you go. Some real unique name, gigging as a cover band or playing on material. Oh, my gigs is these days is cover band, but I've did the original thing before in the past. Love that as well. In fact, they're probably the best gigs for me. Yeah, most rewarding. Oh, is that? I think I've got a super chat there. How long's that been there? See if thank you very much, Cass. That was awfully kind of you. Thank you very much for that. What a legend. Sorry, I still don't know if I'm allowed to say your name. We'll find out soon enough. Oh, I just seen something there that I liked. Funnest gigs, yeah. Be right back. Changing computers. That's Rob F. You carry on, mate. We'll wait on Rob to change his computers. Greg Green, bring 2 guitars, extra strings and extra batteries. Extra batteries, great shout. I always need to do that. Well, the only thing I need with batteries is my wireless pack for my in-ears. But yeah, nice one. Thanks, Cass. There we go. Maybe an extra cable if you're not wireless. Great idea, extra cable. And you know what happens if you bring an extra cable? Someone else will need it. It won't be you. Has anybody got a spare lead? That's another thing you've got to watch out for. If you're over-prepared, you'll end up being that guy that everybody's asking stuff for all the time. I prefer to be the guy that's asking for stuff rather than... Sorry, I like to travel light. No, that's good advice, Glenn. Well done, mate. Peter Collins, this is the one I liked. Don't drink too much before you play. Or, I would maybe argue, yeah, don't drink too much, that's right. Just drink the right amount. I like 2. 2 is good for me. 2 pints. Although, I've been off the drink for a few months now. So, I've been playing sober. That was something I realised recently. When I was gigging, when I came off the drink. So, I used to like to have a wee drink when I'm playing. I like to have a couple of pints before I start. And then, during the break, because you don't get long, I would try and fit in another couple. And I'd have one on stage. So, I'd end up a bit merry by the second set. And I realised when I came off the drink, and we were gigging and playing the second set, I made so many mistakes because I didn't know I didn't know the set as well when I was like totally sober. So that was interesting. I know it better now, but I still make mistakes. Doesn't matter if I'm drinking or not. Mistakes are... Oh, that's another thing for you. Was it John Burke? Jack Burke, sorry. Expect to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. People are going to make mistakes. It's not going to go perfect. And just be cool with that. It's how you recover from it. There you go. Greg Green, if you restring a guitar, do it about 2 days out so that way they're settled. 100% Greg, yeah. And still do that string stretching thing to accelerate it. Anton, extension flex, always a good emergency item. Yeah, 100%, taking more power. But this is the thing, you've got to be careful that you don't just end up taking boatloads of stuff, you know, and then next thing you know, you're taking a van, you know. Carl B, picture the audience is naked. Someone there should grab your attention. There you go. As long as they're just, yeah. We'll leave it at that. I've never tried that one before. Richard, I just heard about Albini Man. I am sick inside. He just looked so young and healthy. I'm glad he got a chance to tell his version. A lot of stuff with Beato. Oh, I don't know what this is about. I'm going to have to check this out. Interesting, something to do with Beato. Okay, I'll check out Rick Beato's channel, see if I can find something there. Thank you, Richard. Dave Lewis, people love that Zappa never saw him live, really missed out. Oh, people that love Zappa but never really saw him live really missed out on something really, really special. I can imagine, mate. Gary Hill, St Andrews. What's that about? Oh, I've gigged in St Andrews. Greg Green, when you gig, have a sense of humour. It helps if something goes wrong. 100%, mate. Oh, another thing, audience engagement. Try and have a laugh. Something that will help you connect with the audience is, see, if you get all insular and into yourself and worrying about what you're playing and looking at your pedals and tuning every couple of minutes and that kind of thing, if you get all into yourself and self-conscious, you won't play well. You won't play as well as if you've got a mic near you, if you're on a mic, get talking to the audience or interacting with them. Just anything, hello, smiling, anything, looking up every now and again. It'll help. And you'll get feedback. This is the thing. It feeds back. What you put out is going to come back. 100%. And I don't always follow that advice. Sometimes, for whatever reason, I could be in a bad mood. Something's went wrong with the setup. Some piece of gear isn't working or something. And if that affects you, it can affect everything. It'll affect other people in the band. And then it just has this snowball effect, and you could still play well, but you might not get the same energy vibe back from the crowd. So yeah, just all things to think about. The crowd, the people that are there. Yeah. Vincent Brennan, gig advice, if it goes west, blame the bass player. That's always a good idea, yes. Oh, that's another thing, right? If someone plays a bum note or makes a mistake, do not draw attention to them, right? People do this all the time, there's nothing worse. So like if somebody plays a really bad note, don't go, oh, just, most of the time people won't even know if someone's made a mistake. So try not to embarrass someone else and make them feel self-conscious. Sorry, I'm just getting away off topic here. I don't even have that much advice, I'm not a pro, you know what I mean? Merry Christmas, thank you. What? That's for Cass saying Merry Christmas. Thank you, Cass. Ferg Marshall is in. Ferg and I used to gig back in the day in my original band called Ergo. You can follow us on MySpace. Probably. We did used to have a MySpace page. I don't know if it's still there. Yeah, Ergo, mate. Those were the days. Love that stuff. And Ferg was the man. Guitar player, singer extraordinaire. He was doing backing vocals at the time, but he's been singing frontman for years now. Decades. Rob F, new gear delivery in the post, 20-foot runaway audio instrument cable with silent connector. I love the silent Nutric connectors. I use them all the time. 2 of mine just died like in the past 2 weeks, but I've had them for a long time, so that was interesting. Greg Green, save drinking for after you play. Nah. Sometimes. Jam in the Cab, have fun. You're not going to change the world, but you could change your life. Listen to Jam in the Cab. He has done, from what he was saying earlier on in the poll, I'm going to get to that in a minute actually. He's done a lot of gigging, he's done a lot of touring. How long did he say? I think he said 3 years he toured for. So yeah, knows his stuff. Remember, check out that channel. What's Glenn saying? How that works for you, I've been thinking about those. Okay, oh, we skipped the chat again. Oh, what did I miss? Yep, there we go. Richard Clark, I have connectors all over the house and never hear them make a peep. That'll be the silent cables. Bum Crack, Watch Company, I am here. Thanks for coming, mate. Glenn saying, hey Bum Crack, that's just such a funny username, isn't it? That never gets old. Some real unique name, playing multi-artist covers also usually means sounding like them and why one of those multi-effect boards are best. Allows you to set up all the different sounds. Yeah, that's it. I mean, you just got to get close. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, you can get really super deep into that as well. If you want, you could, I mean, there's a lot of platforms, depending on what you're using, modeling wise or effects wise, where you can literally download the patch for the song that you're playing that someone's made, or an official one. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Greg Green, this is a classic. If you make a mistake, make it again, and then you're playing jazz. Actually, that's close. I think you've got to make it a third time before it's classed as jazz, but close enough, mate. That could be a light jazz. Raphael, Jesus is in. Hey, hey, how we doing, mate? Good to see you, thanks for coming. Claire B is in. Hey, Steve and all, I'm stateside for the week. I was shocked to see you live in my YouTube feed. There you go. What time is it there, Claire? Thanks for coming. What's going on in the States? What are you up to? Are you on tour? You gigging? Glenn Bailey, Prince said it's not a mistake if you play it twice. There you go. See, Prince, he's funk, is he? Rather than jazz. Bumcrack, our singer would turn up. Sorry, I'm just really enjoying calling you Bumcrack. BCW, no, we'll just go with Bumcrack, that's fine. Sorry. Our singer would turn up at a gig early, ask for an advance in cash as the van needed fuel. He then got steaming drunk. Nice one. I mean, there's always someone, eh? Every character in the band's got their own unique special powers. Whoops. Gary Hill. Oh, is Lucifer's Mill in St Andrews? That's what you're asking. Sorry, mate. No, it was in Dundee on Session Street, but it's no longer there. Greg Green, I tell the audience, the more you drink, the better I sound. Yeah, that's it. I'm always a big supporter of the audience continuing to drink. The more they drink, the better. Usually, unless you're on, you don't have a stage. Yeah. Drunk people getting too close to your mic stand is, there's no other fear like it. You got a mic stand right at your teeth, you know, and there's someone, oh, especially when they got their back to you. Happened just the other week. Right, what was that? Oh, what did I enjoy there? Missed that there. Oh, fire off. Yep. I'd stay quiet. Why play bad and be obnoxious too? Oh, I hear, well, I mean, that's it. Different strokes for different folks and all that kind of stuff. Only if it's in your personality. You know, if you wouldn't normally do that kind of thing, then that makes sense, mate. Yeah, 100%. Because at the end of the day, you want to be comfortable. I'd stay quiet. Yeah, there we go. Some real unique interaction with the audience is so valuable. It turns the gig personal instead of just a performance. That's what I'm saying, mate. Yes. Alan Bradbury, if you're nervous, just be aware that you are not going to die and crack on. 2 minutes in, you'll be loving it as long as you've practiced. Just go for it. That's it, mate. John is saying, everybody, thanks for the advice. Most of the things you said, you've already got covered. Some great advice in the comments too. Cheers, everyone. I won't drink before, but sure as well will have a skinful after. Good on you, mate. Claire B, I have terrible habit of calling out flubbed chords when I did acoustic open mics. Is that it yourself? Yeah. Yeah, even if you don't talk to the audience, at least make eye contact with them. Let them know they're there. That's it. Whoops. Alan, a small music stand with lyrics and chords helps. It is possible to go blank occasionally, even with songs you have written yourself. But then again, if you wrote it, nobody will know if you arsed it. 100%. Oh, Anton's just put the link in for Jam in the Cab. Well done, mate. Good on you. Thank you, mate. Excellent moderator there. Good stuff. Claire B, it's 2 PM. I'm in here for my cousin's nursing master's graduation. Great stuff. Hope you're having a great time. It's actually warm here today. Actually, there's been something going on here in Scotland. I'm surprised it's not made the global news, although I've not checked. But we were, oh, looks like there's maybe an ad up just now, is there? Is that what that just said? Anyway, I'll continue to tell you. So, yeah, in Scotland today, leaving for work, going to work, and there's this massive, burning bright ball in the sky. It's like hot. Everybody's looking at it like, what is that? It's like, so yeah, don't know what that was. It's still there now. It's not as bad as it was earlier, but interesting times. Being able to entertain an audience is a wonderful thing. My hat goes off to those who do it. That was Maria Davies. Yeah, you know what I wish I could do? I wish I could sing and play the guitar at the same time. Because you could just, that's all you need. You could go and do an acoustic thing. Who's the guy? He comes in here. Graham Campbell. I don't know if I missed you if you're in, but Graham Campbell does it. He's an excellent singer and player. He's got a good channel as well. You can check it out. But yeah, I'd love to be able to do that. But my problem is that I can't sing. I can sing a wee bit, but I don't have a nice voice, you know? That's the thing. Okay. Fans of Frank Zappa should watch the brilliant film made by Bill and Ted's Alex Reid. Frank's lovely late wife Alex gave entry into Frank's music vaults. Sadly, she never got to see the finished film. I didn't know that. I would need to check out. Alex Reid, is it not Alex Winter? Okay, anyway, good. Raphael is another gigger, worth checking out his channel. My piece of advice is prepare properly and then be confident about, yeah, that makes sense. Steve, any equipment failure advice for mid-song? Oh, well, it depends on what's failed. Well, what I would do is, if in your song, in your set, in the band's set, always have a song that the band could do without you. And everybody should have one of them, you know, something that you can actually get a couple of songs done without. I mean, it's hard doing without the bass player or a drummer, but if the drummer, something happens with the drummer, if you can do some, not acoustic things, but like without drum songs or something like that. But yeah, basically to buy you time. I've had to do it before when I broke a string. I had to do it actually a few months ago. You break a string, tell the band, right, do X song, that'll give me 5 minutes to go and change my string. So yeah, that's the kind of thing. Have something in the set that can buy you time. There you go. And again, it kind of always helps about having spares and things like that. This is one of the reasons I've never wanted a pedal board, because there's just too many variables and things that can go wrong. So instead, I'm using this. I'll tell you all about this later, right? We should get to the poll results and comments, because I've kind of missed all that. Wait a minute. I'll try and catch up. Right. What have I missed there? Right. Alan Bradbury. You can fend off drunks by poking them in the eye if you don't clip the ends off your strings. Well, hopefully they don't get that close, but yeah. Greg Green. If you play rhythm, stay in the pocket. Easier said than done, mate, for some people, but yeah, that's it, 100%. Nothing better. Rob F. Then I poke myself with the damn thing. Right, okay. Very good, mate. Jam in the Cab. Never use cooking oil on your body instead of baby oil when you're standing in front of 1,000-watt power cans. Now you know, people. Nedim, greetings. Have a good night. Hello, Nedo Meadow. Thanks for coming, mate. Glenn Bailey. And don't forget the tuner, unless you're in a 70s cover band. No tuning necessary. That's it. Bumcrack Watchco. It was seen in Ayrshire too, but my bum got burnt. Oh, I've just remembered. Bumcrack has got an amazing gig story that he put in the comments for the poll. I'll need to get to that shortly. Right, if you need someone to play rhythm, get a looper. There you go. This is it. AI is just taking over. It's not AI, technology. You know what I mean? Vincent Brennan, Flying V, great for fending off over-eager audience members. That or a BC Rich or something, yeah? Or a Jackson. Flying V, oh yeah, that was that, sorry. Alan Bradbury, find songs in your range or write them that way for yourself. Great shout as well. Gary Hill, it's okay, Steve, don't fret, it will be snowing tomorrow. Then you won't see that big orange ball in the sky again for a few weeks. I bet you're right, is it actually snowing tomorrow? God, wouldn't be surprised. Some unique username, can't play and sing at the same time either. Perhaps Graham has some tips. Actually, I think he was possibly going to do a video on that, or maybe he already has. Bumcrack, absolutely Greg, no tune at all. Oh, got some more there. Greg Green, mid-song, keep playing until you're done. That's it. Luke Coe, thanks for coming, mate. Hello to you. Peter Collins, first gig I played as a teenager. We all stood in a circle facing each other instead of the audience. Must have looked ridiculous. That reminds me of, what was it? Was it MTV Unplugged? They did not have some gigs like that, like in a circle in the middle, but you stood facing out the way. Interesting. Alan Bradbury, start with songs which have basic chords which change between the vocal lines. That will get you going. Ah, good advice, mate. Well done. Rob, he mentioned he does not. Okay. Dave Lewis, sorry, you're correct. Winters, all right, yeah, there you go. Autumn Stone, evening all. Hello, mate. Thanks for coming. Some really unique name. Got here late, thanks to work. We're all good. Greg Green, my go-to rig is basic Vox VT30 20-inch D'Addario cable with a kill switch. Oh, I've been wanting one of them. And usually 2 guitars. Clip-on tuner, sets up in 5 minutes. Good on you, mate. That's the way to do it. Right, okay, let's get to the poll. Oh, looks like I might need to go. lower for this bit. There we go. Right, okay. Right, here we go. We've been hammering on about tuning. Right, what we're talking about today. Here we go. We had 119 votes. Thank you all so much for voting. Hugely appreciated. Right, so what have we got? I'll look at it on this one. So, gigs. Have you done any? Some people never. 32%. And I was asking, have you just not done one yet, or you just don't fancy it? And we've got varied responses. 41%, which is the highest. Some. I've had a few. And 22% is Weekend Warrior. I've had a lot. And 5% I'm Keith Richards. Keith Richards. So there you go. What's that? Like 68% of giggers. That's a lot. That makes sense. Whether it's a few gigs or a lot of gigs. Yeah. Like I say, it's an experience. For the people who've never gigged, if it's something that you could see as being a feasible thing, I'd highly recommend it. Something worth doing. Your mileage may vary. It's entirely up to yourself. Let's get a look at some comments. I'll do some. Won't do all of them. Look at the time. OMG. Right, okay. Resington did a lot of gigging, playing locally and doing originals in my teens and early 20s. 100 shows or thereabouts. Most of those didn't pay. It was fun back then. Knew very little about gear. I'd tweak it till it sounded good. I'd want some pay if I was going to do it again now. Yeah, there you go. That's it. The game day, never. I just play at home by myself. The closest thing to me playing in front of people is the videos I make for social medias. The Game Dane's channel, check it out. I guess it could be fun playing with other people at the same level someday, but a gig, I don't see that ever happening. Why not? You know, nah. Nothing wrong with that, mate. But like I say, people in your local area, even, you don't have the gig, but see, jamming with people, playing with other people is a great level in between gigging and not gigging. Just jamming with people is still one of the best things you can do for your playing. Gigging isn't as important for your playing. Playing with other people, 100%. Yeah. Derek Clacton, only gigged occasionally. Most recent ones have been charity fundraisers. Really enjoyed them, rehearsed many more times. Playing with other people can be a challenge in many ways, but if you really connect musically, then that's a special feeling. Personally, I need to be playing in a band to have the incentive to properly focus on my chops and tighten up my technique. 100%, mate. John Robson's in here. Hello, John, and check out John's... Who doesn't know about John Robson? Massive channel, great guy. Here we go. Great channel. Been there, done that. What did the guitar player do when he won the lottery? Kept on playing gigs till the money ran out. Ah, I ruined the punchline there. But yes, that's... I think we can all relate to that, eh? Well, the 68% of us that gig. Daryl, mostly in my teens and early 20s, bar gigs to earn beer. It was fun, nothing serious, never really wanted to get into it too much. Other stuff going on in my life. Of course, that makes all the sense in the world. Vincent Brennan, as a lifestyle choice, no. As a bit of fun, yes. Balance is very important, particularly after a few beers. That's it, mate. It's all about the balance. See, I'm not happy if I'm gigging all the time. Like, ideal for me would be like 2 a month. I would love that. Maybe even 1. I'm getting old. But like I say, the frequency of gigs helps the band to play better, I find. Especially if you don't rehearse often. Robbie F, I started to play 2.5 years ago. I'm now looking forward to playing with friends for the first time later this year. Brilliant, mate. I'm happy for you. You're going to have a great time. I hope you're going to learn loads. Fantastic. I like black guitars. That'll be Glenn Bailey. As a teen, we played a few parties for friends and we also got paid in beer. This is such a great currency for musicians, isn't it? We tried again later on, but the 2 guitar players couldn't stop getting high and arguing, and I was playing bass at the time, and after a few months of rehearsals, 3 days a week, and getting ready to try playing out again after an unproductive Friday rehearsal, I showed up Monday to see the drummer had removed his set and moved on, and by Wednesday, so did the rest of us, cementing the statement, there are 2 types of bands, those that have broken up and those that are getting ready to break up. Deep. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, nothing lasts forever, eh? Unless you're in the Rolling Stones. Dunzy's Guitar World. Crazily enough, I'll be gigging during the live stream, which is right now. Dunsey is gigging right now. How meta is that? Not sure I can get a signal in the venue though, so I can't dial in. Well, we'll let him off. I suppose I'll have to let you off, Dunsey. Hope you have a great gig tonight, mate. I know you won't see this, but I hope it's a great one. Jam in the Cab. Here, as I was saying about Jam in the Cab, I spent 3 years on tour once. First year, once, 3 years. First year was amazing, going to many brilliant places and meeting amazing people. The second year felt like a job, but still fun. The third year was draining, both mentally and physically, coming home once a week just to unpack my suitcase, wash my clothes, and then get ready for the next block of gigs. Would I do it now? If it was a 3 week and 4 at home, 3 a week and 4 at home, yes, but I'm not Coldplay or Foo Fighters who can afford to pick and choose. So once or twice a week, local is ideal. Enough to scratch my pretend rock star itch. Good on you, mate. I've never done that. I've never toured. I'd love to tour just to say that I've ticked off the list, but I think realistically, touring probably wouldn't fit my lifestyle choices. Is that the right thing to say? Yet another flipping username. Like many here, it seems a long time ago, never really enjoyed it much and don't miss it. Unreliable bandmates, that can ruin it, yeah. Little or no pay for audience, and logging amps and PAs around. I used to enjoy studio time, rehearsal though, yep. That's like what we were saying before, playing with other people. Off topic, any ideas why everyone was obsessing about Birmingham, but no one seemed to be bothered about the Northwest Guitar Show and all the other upcoming events? Don't know, maybe someone could say in the comments, but Birmingham Guitar Show was one that I went to, and that was the one that I knew about. But yeah, never checked out the other ones. Not to say I won't, we might well in the future. Derek Johnson, does playing to your dogs count? If so, I've done about 1 million gigs. Of course it does. Of course it does. Dogs are an excellent audience. Anthony Edwards, do church gigs services count? Yes. If so, then yes. Every other weekend is a minimum. If not, then for a long time, did some function band stuff 2009, 2010-ish. Good on you. Barbara Pape, only once at school if that counts, never again. And if you want to hear more about that, you can see the comment trail there. There's 6 replies. We had a wee chat there about Barbara's ordeal when she was at school. Chuck, CH Field Sports, never have because I'm not good at playing guitar. Never will because I'm not good at playing guitar. Unlikely to get much better. Come on, mate. We don't believe that. I did used to host karaoke nights in pubs back in the late 90s, early 2000s, but I'm sure that doesn't count. I say it counts, mate. Good on you. Toss Stramofo, never as a guitar player. I gigged as a vocalist, let's not call it singing, in my youth. Started at around age 25, never had the intention of gigging. Of course, sometimes I think, what if? Well, indeed, there you go. So, for the people who have not gigged, do you want to think, what if? You know? There's probably no one, I don't know if there'll be anyone younger than me here for me to give advice to. I think we're all about the same age, aren't we? Don't listen to my advice, it's terrible. Right, Dave Fox, lots of gigs to begin with, but not in the last 20 years. Got bored of slow changing set lists, smelly spit and sawdust pubs. Having to turn down for the old fogies bingo. Yeah, did the bingo gigs a lot in the working man's clubs, but we never had to turn down, you just had to turn off. It's bingo time, everybody shuts up. That's the rules. You're not allowed to whisper when the bingo is on. JD, not in almost 30 years. There we go. And Amin Ahmed also says no. Annoyingly, I can't find Bumcrack Watchco's company story. Where is it? Ah, I bet it's in the filter thing. Sorry, mate. I'll try and unlock that if anybody wants to check it after. Bumcrack Watchco has a story about a legendary gig, which was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, enjoyed that. Right, okay, great. We're caught up. So, before I get to the live chat, I'm just going to... I need to show you something. I've got my thing I want to show you. Oh, that sounded terrible. So, every time I do a gig, I try to do something, improve something, do something different. It's the same way when I make my videos. I try and do something better or different every time. So, here's what I'm going to show you. Check this out. Do it on this camera. This is the Chapman, right? Something that I find difficult when I'm gigging, and this is probably about right for low light conditions. Do you see those fret marker dots? Because I'm struggling to see them. Visibility, that's a problem. I can't see them too well, right? I'm going to show you an example of a better one. So that's a bad one, right? That's got not good visibility. Sorry about all the creaking. Here's the Charvel. Now the Charvel has lumen-lay side dots. Now they look really bright and good here, right, but they don't actually glow in the dark as magically as you think that they would. And I don't love this guitar for gigging as much as I should, so this would be great, but this is so much better for visibility. But visibility, hugely important, right? I'm getting ready to show you. Oops. Right, let's get to the gigging guitar. Right, I'll show you the gigging guitar in a minute, right? Next thing is, does anybody watch Fluff of Riffs, Beards and Gear? Riffs, Beards and Guitars? He did this video before about this stuff. I'm trying to remember what it's for. It's got another use. It's either for fishing or is it something to do with guns? I can't remember. But anyway, it's like, it's paint, like luminally paint kind of thing. And he basically painted this on his side dots and then covered it with some kind of shellac or something like that. I can't remember what it was. And he was saying that this works better than the luminally. So I got this to try it and I've never opened the bottle, never tried it. But one day I will try it. And then he did another video that he just did recently. Oops, my light's out the way. He did another video update that he's not using this anymore. He's now found these stickers and I was actually looking for them and I couldn't find them. But they looked a bit tacky. All good. Right, okay. You ready to see my solution? I've got a solution. I had this at a gig on Friday actually. Or was it Saturday? Right, creaky chair, here we go. I'm going to get my guitar and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm excited to show you. I love a cheap, easy solution. Here we go. So, let me show you the side dots on this. Now, you can see them okay, but I've got a massive bright light that's lighting me, right? And we don't have that at some of these gigs in low light. Not ideal. So, we're gigging away. We're dark. Actually, I'm going to go one further. I'm going to do this. There we go. How's that? I've lost the, what do you call it? It's went out of focus. Right, we're back in focus. Check this out. You ready? Here we go. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Just this wee torch here. Now, I can see brilliantly down my side dots. Don't know if you can see. How can I show you this? But yeah, look at this. I can see my side dots perfectly. So I've got my torch. I just shine it on the fretboard like that. This is just like a wee book reading light. Got it off of that Temu or something like that. So I can have it whatever brightness I need it. And it worked absolutely brilliantly on Friday there. And I'm just so happy when you get a nice wee solution like that. Something that works. I don't know how it looked off stage, like if it was like completely dark and just like you're able to see my fretboard, but I was really happy with this. So, what do you think of that, eh? What do you think of that? I'm going to do a video about it. Oh, I've left the light on. Or a short. Right, next thing we're going to talk about is just some other giggy stuff. And I've dropped my light remote. So, here's my gig rig. Some of the wee things I wanted to show you. Someone asked about the gig rig. So this is my HX Stomp XL. I just put this straight into the PA and I've got in-ear monitors with a wireless pack and this is everything. So the way I have this set up is basically I've got some different patches that I go, whoops, that's the wrong way around, isn't it? Here we go. Up and down. But I've basically got like, when I put that up to another one, I've got like another pedal board. Wait a minute, can I use these? Yeah, I can use these. I can use all these. Oh, that's right. I need to press mode. And then that changes the preset. But when it's not, when I've not pressed mode, it's on like pedal bowl mode. So I've got my amp, whatever that happens to be, virtual amp, usually a Fender or something. And then I've got like, what have I got? I've got like a distortion on and off. I've got a boost. I've got maybe another drive pedal if I want to stack drives. I've got like an extra reverb, maybe a chorus or a phaser. And then if that's not enough, I've got a duplicate of this on the next patch. Sorry, I keep going the wrong side. On the next patch, and then I'll get whatever effect I need if I need like a filter or something like that. I use filters a lot for funk stuff. What other good things have I got for gigs? I love this stand for gigging. Lightweight, portable, Millennium. It's sturdy, does the job. Towman, like 12 quid or something like that. Brilliant. What else? I showed you my light. Something I've got to do a video on soon is these wireless guys. Lakato WS70. Do not buy, right? I was hoping that these are going to be great, but they suck all the tone. And there's latency as well. I picked these ones because I had some of the least latency, but there's mega latency. See, when you play funk stuff and it's got to be really tight and snappy, you can't use this. But I do use them for sound checks. They're super handy for that. I just know when I go out front, I'm only getting my level really, because I know, yeah, I'm just getting my level. I know that my tone isn't going to sound like that. It sounds way better when it's plugged in. Anyway, right, let's go back into the chat. Wait a minute, what's that? Dave Lewis, what's the name of the live band? It's Coconut Groove. There is a YouTube channel, but there's not much on it. We've not put anything on for a long time. Okay, right, let's go back. What have I missed? I don't know what I missed. Oh, I've got 9 minutes. Am I going to get through this? Who knows? Oh, I think I found where we were. Excellent. Right, Peter Collins, first gig I played as a teenager. We all stood in a... Oh no, we've seen that. There we go. Rob F, do you take 2 guitars to a gig? What about a backup amp? No, I don't take 2. I don't take 2 guitars. I take 1. I mean, that's my plan, is to take 1. But more recently, the past couple of gigs, I've actually took 3 guitars. But that's different circumstances. That's because I was reviewing a couple of guitars for the channel. Squire Sonic Strat and the Ibanez, don't know if you can see it, it's over in the corner there. The Ibanez AZES. Yeah, so I was seeing if they, can you gig them kind of thing, so I wanted to get some footage of that. And I did another one where I took different guitars, but I ended up not playing them. But yeah, so usually just the one. Oh wait a minute, Greg Green. Oh no, we've got that. Fun fact, Steve, Arizona has 300 plus days of sunshine. Wow, that's a lot. It's a lot of sunshine. Anton, Bruce Springsteen played a whole concert with his back to the audience in the 70s as a protest. Okay, wonder what he's protesting. Interesting. Humans. Protesting against humans. Some real unique name. I use my tuner pedal as a kill switch. Ah, that's a good idea. That would work. GRB, hello mate, thanks for coming. G'day Steve and everyone, hope you're all doing well. Thanks for coming mate. Oh, have I not made you a mod, GRB? Let's get that sorted out. Add as moderator. GRB also has a channel. Feel free to put your link in, mate. There you go. What did I miss there? The Autumn Stone. I did a gig 10 years ago. It didn't go well. My DS1 stopped working. Never did it again. Wow. That's that could put you off. John Burke, any advice on securing gigs? Well aware most venues promoters won't just book any band blindly. These days, mate, you need to get some recordings done, you need to get some stuff on social media, all that kind of stuff. Start pages, Instagrams, or whatever's popular, Facebook. Try and if you make it look like some people are interested in what you're doing. Something that my band doesn't do that we should do is just post stuff regularly. If you really want to get a following, like even a local following, get everybody in the band to post little vids. Regular. The bass player, here's the bass I'm using for the gig tonight, here's the strings you use. I play in this band, we've got a gig tonight. You know, just any wee day in the life stuff, anything, short wee videos, regular, to just start getting some content out there, a buzz. It doesn't have to be high quality or anything like that. You're just looking for engagement. That's it really. That's what I would recommend. Because like it or not, that's the game these days if you're a musician. It's this is part of the reason why I'm doing this. You can't, it's not like it was. You can't just do the gigs. You know, you've got to supplement in other ways these days. A lot of it's about this. There we go. I don't want to say unfortunately because I'm actually really enjoying it. So there we go. And I enjoy this. This is awesome. Oh dear, we're getting close to the end. Right, GRB Aquatics, GRB Aquatics, I gig exclusively for my cat. Well, there's a lucky little cat, Moggy. Greg Green, unique. I do that when I play with a board and a different amp setup. Not sure what you're talking about. Maybe the light thing? Hello GRB, would be interested in a kill switch though. Yes. Yeah, I'd like a kill switch. I wonder if I would ever use it, probably would. Greg Green, I've played for Goats. They're a good audience, yeah. Well, hopefully if you don't get them laughing ones. That would be, or is it the screaming ones? They're fun. Alan Bradbury, if you can find or start a jamming group in a pub, that will ease you into it. It's an easy way to overcome initial nerves about playing in front of people. Great advice, mate, well done. Open mic nights, yeah, great shout. Anton, do big bands get bored touring an album for a year, especially if it's their first album and limited other material? I would say yes, probably. but I couldn't speak for everybody. Probably some people love it. Alan Bradbury, get someone who is drunk to wire your amp plug. That's a great way to get a kill switch. Oh dear. Indeed. Greg Green, when you play an actual set, the first 2 or 3 songs are basically throwaway until your nerves go away and your voice sets in. That's it. If you're singing, yeah, of course. Anton, yes, but that's the booze and drugs. Yet another flipping username. Don't draw attention to mistakes others make, but if you do a bum note, be sure to look at another band member accordingly and shake your head. 100%, mate, that's it. Alan Bradley. If unreliable bandmates put you off, get a drum machine with a foot switch and just play and sing live on your own. You get all the credit and blame. That's a good point. Dunsey is playing Bannerman's in Edinburgh tonight. Oh, is he playing there? Excellent, good on him. Alan Bradbury, karaoke is a good way to tackle stage fright. 100%. Loads of great advice here, guys. Fantastic. And gals. Greg Green, Alan with the Echo and the Bunnyman method. Don't know that one. Autumnstone, Gig Hack. Yep. Luke Coe, Chapman Pro's got the same side markers as Charvel. The one you have, my old Chapman ML1 Hybrid, is cheap guitar, so don't expect a lot. Well, I'm not expecting a lot, but I mean, see, a lot of companies do this wrong. They just went with black markers instead of white. That would have solved that problem. They didn't have to be luminlays, you know. Yeah. But yeah, even some of the Jets have darker roasted shades, so some of them aren't great either. Whoops. Lost the thing again there. Oh dear. Oh. There we go. Alan Bradbury, gig lighting visibility is precisely why I just made a parts caster telly with a strat neck with block inlay fretboard markers. There we go. Or you could play a guitar with black dots on the white binding. Yeah, but that sounds a bit like a single cut or a Gibson kind of guitar, isn't it? Yep, it's a good idea, mate. That would work. Greg Green, clever. You like it, Greg? Thanks, mate. Smart solution. I'm glad you like it. I was happy with that. Glenn likes it too. LED side dots. Yeah, that would be great as well. Dave Lewis, Steve, paint a pair of your specs with that paint and turn the lights off. That's a good idea. I might just do that. Don't tempt me. Peter Collins, I've gone the other way from using multi-effects to a pedal board. I've gone the other way from using multi-effects to a pedal board. All right, okay, I see what you're saying. The Autumn Stone, do you think having bandmates gives you motivation to improve? Yeah, especially if you're playing with some really good players. That's always a good thing to up your game. If you're not, if you're like the strongest link, that's not always fun. Yeah, you can lose your patience with people. What's the name of the live band? We did that, that's good. Greg Green, Peter, my main board weighs as much as my twin-sized amp. Wow, that's a big board. Anton Steve, I left the screen protector on my HX Stomp 2. Hate scratch screens, yeah, that's it. It's not laziness, you just want to protect it, you know. Greg Green just got 10 or 11 of mine and some are the mini ones. Oh, that's the pedal board. Cal B, the Tone Sucker 3000. Yeah, that's the wireless thing, that Lakato one. There are other Lakato ones that are maybe better, but that particular one, it's actually the second time I've bought that. Didn't learn my lesson the first time, but yeah, wasn't great. Alan Bradbury, problem with a multi-effects box is that all your eggs are in one basket at a gig, so unless you have two, that's a risk. A pedal board with multiple pedals spreads a risk. Yeah, that makes sense for that as well. I do have a backup rig. It's a pedal I'm yet to do a video on. Carl B knows about it. I think it's Carl B's got one. The Cube Baby, which is basically a wee mini HX Stomp thing. It's like the size of a phone, and you can do a gig with it. Whoops, it's jumped again. What have we got here? Please add a product link. Some really nickname. Is that for the book thing? I'll see if I can find it. It was on Temu or something. If I find it, I'll stick a link in this video. Gary Hill, you mentioned what do you hear? Your in-ears. What do you hear through them? Just you or the bands? Oh, Gary, mate, I hear everything. Sorry, it's the end, but I'll go on until I've caught up with the comments. But yeah, what I hear in the in-ears, mate, I get my own mix, and it's amazing. So I've got a tablet, and I've got my own personal mix in my in-ears where I can change the faders to turn the drum overheads up. I could turn the keyboards down. I could turn the male vocal up, the female vocal up. You get the idea. I could change the volume of things. Over-explained that there. Have my guitar up or down, so yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. So yeah, it's great. So what I hear in my ears isn't the same as what's going out the front. That's a different mix. I've got it obviously with the guitar a little bit louder because I want to hear what I'm doing. I want to hear the vocals and the keys loud. The drums, I just want to hear a little bit of the overheads because some of it bleeds through into the in-ears anyway. So yeah, sound in my in-ears is great, although the actual guitar tone that comes out of the in-ears isn't that great because it just never sounds as good as an amp. But it's pros and cons. This is what I take to a gig, you know what I mean? Lightweight, portable. Link plus list. Not sure that'll be for what the list will be for. But yeah, I'll do that. Steve, do you use any? Oh yeah, okay. Lammy's in. Hello, Lammy. Thanks for coming, mate. You're late. It's alright. We're near done. We're just finishing up. We're finishing up, mate. And we're all going to get along to your live stream on Monday before you take a break. Just a wee break now, mind. Don't go mental. And sorry I didn't make the live stream on Monday, mate. I'm back to rehearsing on Mondays again for a wee while. But I'll be back. Don't you worry. As will you be. Everybody saying hello to the lamb. Cows are a better audience than sheep. Now we know. What about lambs? Are they okay? My cat gets cross when I play my guitars. It means he's getting less attention. Ah, that's cute. Peter Collins, yeah, I suppose some are more stage friendly than others. Oh, sorry, that was something else we were talking about there. Three chord. Dave's in. Howdy, pal. Hello, mate. How you doing? Missed you. I'm just finishing up, mate, but thanks for coming. Of course, check out 3 Chords Dave's channel for all the latest news and gear-related things. Good stuff. And he's Irish. Bonus for being Irish. Do the giggers use click tracks? Well, on our system, sometimes for a couple of songs we need it because we're using some samples and that. On some, not a lot. What else have we got there? John Channing, set your neck alight, then no problem seeing the fret markers. Yeah, that's a good point. Could try that out. It's a blast. Here we go. We're getting ready to finish up, people. Mine's not too bad weight-wise. I also have a very light amp, but it's loud. Don't forget to click like. Thank you very much. Greg Green, my concept was it plays everything so it covers a wide amount of post-punk, alt, country, etc. That's the way to do it, mate. Last one will be the 27th, and I'm giving away the gold top. You hear that? Lammy's giving away a gold top guitar, so get over there and convince him not to stop live streaming because it's the best live stream on YouTube, 100%, no doubt. Okay, right. So I do want to thank you all for coming, but I also want to tell you I've got a video coming up tomorrow at 6 PM, and it's about that guitar right there, this Gretsch, that I attempted to gig, and that didn't work out. And you can see about that tomorrow at 6 PM. I hope you can make it. Also, yeah, tomorrow is like getting into doing some good videos. We're up to 4K now. From tomorrow, I think all the footage is 4K, almost all of it. Yeah, and I've upped the editing a little bit and things like that. So, kind of excited about these ones coming out. I hope they do well. I hope you watch them. I hope you like them. Okay, so everybody have a great weekend and all that stuff. And hold on, Dave Lewis, Steve, my limited edition anniversary 50 made worldwide burns arrived yesterday. Oh, nice one, mate. Happy New Guitar Day to you yesterday. Right, everybody saying cheerio, so let's get going. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, and if not, we'll see you next week. If you're watching on catch up, any ideas for topics for next week, chuck them in the comments. And even if anybody in live chat wants to do that, please feel free to do it. Right, thank you all so much for coming.